Captain, we have cleared the nebula. We are approaching the coordinates of the Gambara pulsar.
On screen. Let's have a look at it.
I do not believe that will be possible.
Why not?
There is no pulsar at these coordinates. The only stellar object in the vicinity is a black hole.
Did we misinterpret the Chodak star chart?
Our calculations were correct.
The pulsar must have collapsed into a black hole sometime after the Chodak race disappeared.
That appears to be the case. However, according to sensors, the collapse occurred quite recently, approximately 30 years ago.
We need that pulsar to locate the Unity device.
It looks like we're 30 years too late.
What do you think, number one?
Maybe we don't need the pulsar at all. I know it's a long shot, but we could try a sector-by-sector search of the nebula and hope we get lucky.
I estimate it would take approximately 17.2 months to complete such a search.
I said it was a long shot.
Any ideas, Mr. Worf?
If we captured a Romulan vessel, we might be able to extract more information about the Chodak and the Unity device from them.
It could take a long time to find another Romulan ship, and even then, they tend to prefer death to capture.
Any suggestions, Counselor?
We may be 30 years too late, but in a way we do have our own time machine. If we travel 30 light years away from here, we'd be able to observe light from the pulsar before it collapsed.
We would need an unobstructed line of sight to view the pulsar from that distance.
The best position for such an observation would lie deep within Romulan territory.
Mr. Data, do you have any suggestions?
Perhaps. Near certain singularities, the time-space continuum folds back upon itself. If we maneuver the Enterprise in close enough, we would be able to observe these folds directly, and possibly obtain a view of the pulsar before its collapse.
That's nice in theory, but there's a limit to how close we can go to that black hole without serious danger to the ship.
We could execute a tight parabolic trajectory around the singularity. The slingshot effect would accelerate us away safely.
Will the ship's structure be able to withstand the strain?
I believe so. However, there are too many variables to accurately compute a probability for success.
I'm not willing to take the risk.
Warning. Selected destination is a black hole. Warning. Selected destination is a black hole.
Engage.
Captain, sensors are detecting light from the pulsar prior to its collapse.
Good. Begin analysis.
The rotation rate of the pulsar is unstable. The timing information we obtain will not be entirely accurate.
If we can't translate Chodak time units into Federation standards accurately enough, we won't be able to pinpoint the location of the Unity device.
Then our best guess will have to be sufficient.
Captain, I have completed the translation. The margin of error is significant, but I can narrow our search to a single sector of the nebula. The Unity device is located somewhere within Sector 313.
engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage. Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage.
Captain, our sensors are picking up an artificial structure.
On screen. Analysis?
It is extremely large, approximately 314 million kilometers in diameter. Material composition, unknown.
That's incredible. Could it be a Dyson sphere?
I don't think so. I believe we found the Unity device. Take us in, number one.
Sensors are unable to penetrate the device structure, but gravimetric analysis indicates that it is probably hollow.
Can you find a suitable location to beam an away team into the device?
Sir, I do not advise using the transporter.
Why not?
The device does not fully exist in this time continuum. The temporal boundary surrounding the device would disrupt our transporter signal.
Keep searching. There must be some way into the device.
The sensors are also picking up a large quantity of debris around the device, as well as significant residual radiation.
The debris appears to be the remnants of several Romulan and Chodak vessels, possibly the result of a battle. I do not detect any survivors in the vicinity. A Garidian warbird is uncloaking. We are being hailed.
On screen.
You're fortunate, Picard. There are more important matters at hand than your death.
Captain Pentara, you're looking remarkably well.
I replaced my ship's surgeon after our last battle.
How is the situation back on Garid?
Not good. Revolutionaries have seized control of Garid in the name of the Fifth Scroll. Anyone who questions their actions is executed as an enemy of the people. I wish I'd never set my eyes on that miserable parchment.
So, what are your intentions here?
I intend to win the Unity device for Garid. It will take a miracle to restore order to my world. Perhaps this device can supply one.
Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should check our orders from Starfleet.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I don't have any suggestions right now.
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
Captain, vessel approaching bearing 161 Mark 204 on an intercept course. It is a Chodak dreadnought.
Shields up! Red alert!
We are being hailed.
On screen.
Well, Captain Picard, you humans are more resourceful than you appear. Prepare to die.
The dreadnought is arming weapons. They have locked onto us. They are closing.
Evasive maneuvers.
They did not fire. I do not understand. Sensors indicate that their systems are functioning normally.
I sense hostility, but also deception.
Were they bluffing? Trying to get us to fire first?
Captain, we have just intercepted a transmission between the Dreadnought and the Unity device. It is a coded binary signal. The transmission is opening a large access port on the surface of the device.
The dreadnought has launched a shuttlecraft. It is heading towards the access port. The Garidian vessel is also launching a shuttlecraft.
Mr. Worf, assemble a security team and meet me in Shuttle Bay 3. Data, you're with me. You have the bridge, number 1.
Captain, I must...
I know what you're going to say, Will, but I'm not going to stay here and let those people decide the fate of the Federation for us.
Understood, sir. Good luck.